Yo, last time I got sweaty, not this time.
Isn't it cold up there?
Yo, this room's like 80 degrees. I keep all my reptile rooms at 80 degrees, so I don't have to use any supplemental heating except for a few.
Well, that would make sense. All right. Well, Dakota, welcome. Now we got another one to bring in. JDI!
Me? What did I do?
Shit. What's happening, man? How you doing?
Not much. Making t-shirts, that's all I do.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
you guys need to get on Teespring. Making t-shirts. I don't even know what that is.
We got better than that. All right. So, hey, JDI, welcome. Glad to have you,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
We're going to talk some shit. We're going to have some fun. One more special guest. Dylan!
How's it going, guys?
What's happening, man?
Oh, you know.
Doing the damn thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Well, guys, I'm glad to have you all here tonight. Kind of hosting like a special, quote unquote, let's say, talk shit show. Talk shit show. There's nobody out there doing it. If you got some shit to say, call it out. Do what you're going to do. Be you. Let them know how it is. That's the way it's going to be. Let's talk some reptiles tonight. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight. Just kind of going over some, I would say we're going to do some snake stuff. I'd like to go over some monitor stuff. And if you guys didn't check out JDI's video earlier, pretty informational. Would you say that, can they go back and watch that?
Yeah, they can go back and watch it on my IGTV.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you guys heard the man. Go follow him, JDI Python. Check out his video he just posted. You want to give a little information on what that was just about?
Sticker mail is all it was, but I decided that I'm hoping that she's gonna lay here next or on the 20th. So if she lays on the 20th, then I just got the incubator. I just got the egg box ready to go. That's all I did.
Hell yeah. Cool. So yeah, go check out his shit. Go check him out. JDI Pythons, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Now let's get started. JDI, you got some Python shit coming up. I know that both my boys here have got some questions for you based on some Pythons because I don't know a fucking thing about Pythons. So Dakota, you want to roll off on some questions about some Pythons to fucking JDI?
You caught me mid-vape, my guy.
All right. Dakota, do you want me to put it over here for you, bud?
No, I got this. So JDI Pythons.
I
don't know much about. I took a quick look at your stuff, but I haven't dived in too much. So I guess my first question would be, what's got you excited for 2021? Are you doing pairings right now? I know a couple ball Python guys usually do it around late fall to the winter area. So what's got you stoked for this year and next year?
I start about mid-September.
Mid-September. Okay, so you're ahead of me.
Yeah, I start about mid-September and I go till I see ovulation, and then after ovulation, it's pretty much, as soon as they ovulate, they're gonna go.
Yeah.
If they don't ovulate into May, then they're probably not gonna, February, March, April, May-ish. They're probably not gonna. They probably reabsorbed and gonna sit until next year. So yeah, I've had 2 ovulations so far. So one I'm banking on the 20th of this month, and then one beginning of next month.
Nice.
So I'm hoping she didn't go for me last year, so I'm hoping that she hits it off this year. So I'll be happy with that pairing. So that's a pastel yellow belly specter male to possible Enchi to a sugar female. So that'll be interesting. Very, very interesting pairing.
There you go, though.
Yeah, it'll be some nice stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if he's Enchi, so I'm only going off pictures of Morph Market, so I don't know for sure. I'll find out. Nerd is the one
cutting time.
Yeah, Nerd's the one that has the pastel super stripe Enchi, and I have a male that looks pretty damn close. So I'm crossing my fingers he's Enchi, but if he's not, I don't care. It's good stuff anyway.
You still got a 3-gene male, you know?
You do, and that's the cool part, you know. And he looks fucking wicked.
Oh yeah, Dylan, how's that sound, man? I mean,
I think that's going to be an amazing pairing. That's going to create some awesome.
Woo! Look at that.
my God, what the fuck?
There you go.
Damn.
So I'm hoping that he turns out to be Enchi. I don't know, so we'll find out.
I gotta get more into ball pythons, man. I need more.
Fingers crossed for you, man.
You haven't seen, well, you can see shit, but I've got stuff that's I think is really cool to me.
So hey, guess what?
Heart,
Hold on. you just talking shit now. We better see to believe, bro.
Which one? Do you want the hatchling or do you want dad or the daughter?
What do you boys want?
Blow our socks off.
I mean, I don't know if I can do that. I don't have any Batmans in my possession. But...
Can you blow all three of us at the same time?
So here's Dad.
PG.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
This is Dad.
Oh, wow.
So that's a pastel GHI Ajax. And then I have the exact, somewhere in here, spitting image of him in this. So I don't know.
That's the one thing about ball pythons, they always look better as hatchlings. They you get that nice crispness. And once they grow, it's like
she just shed a couple days ago, so she's even more crisp.
Yeah.
So how old is she?
So she was born in July. So she came out of the egg in July.
Damn, that's fucking wow. That is, man, those colorings, holy shit. Fucking A. That's amazing. What is there anything like extra maybe that you do for those guys with those, with those being kind of like so, special of a, species? Is there anything that you do extra for those guys, or is it kind of just all the same across the board?
Dakota, you said you don't want to keep your room or heated. I keep a heater in here.
I keep my room heated.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
okay.
I use all ambience, baby. I got too many reptiles to be doing any supplemental stuff.
So I have a heater in my room, and the heat tape helps a lot. But Cocoa Blocks all the way is what I use, and I keep the room at about 50 to 60% humidity. So I have a humidifier in here. Mm-hmm. Other than that, that's about it. Water.
It looks like we're doing the same setup.
What's that?
It looks like we're doing the same things. I got a heat tape, thermostat, and then a space heater. And that room, it's basically the building. It's just like an attic portion of it. And I have so much tropical stuff up there that the humidity stays constant, anything above 50.
Yeah, I'm in Minnesota, so humidity sucks in the wintertime especially. So
yeah.
I have two humidifiers. I have one for the wintertime and one for the summertime. I have a cool air for the summer and warm air for the winter. So, and I keep it about 50 to 60% humidity year round.
I do it different from both of you guys.
Well, what the fuck do you do?
This fucker's using heat lights.
Yeah.
No!
Red heat lights. That's it, man.
Red heat lights.
Infrared over here.
I have an ambient of 78 with heat tape in the rack.
If it works, it works.
I mean, does it work?
It works, man. 100% feeding accuracy.
Do you notice any difference in their behavior?
But see, I don't use tanks. I use racks though. So I mean, that's.
Oh no, I don't use tanks.
Oh, you don't?
Heat tape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heat tape.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We all said heat tape. What are you talking about, Dylan?
Man, motherfucker, I thought you were talking bulbs and shit. I'm like, what?
I heard bulbs. What's this guy saying?
Dude, I don't know. I don't
That's,
know. I don't know what the fuck you said.
Yeah, he's got a rack, just like I
It's
do.
not a rap. What's this guy talking about? I'm doing it differently.
You guys use ambient. You don't use heat sources, do you?
No, we use heat tape too.
No, I have
Okay.
heat tape.
Okay.
I have heat tape.
I
Yeah.
thought you were purely
All right, so it's all three of you fucked up on your own shit, okay?
Yeah, I guess
all
so.
right.
That's my
Okay.
bad.
All right.
No, I've got heat tape that's in the bottom of the tubs or in the rack and on a thermostat, and I use a space heater for the room, and in the wintertime and summertime is just regular temp, and then the cool air mister in the summer and hot air warm air mist in the winter.
You gotta love summertime, man. My electricity bill is like $30 a month. All the lights turn off. It stays like 80 in there. Perfect.
I have a 1950s house, so it's very drafty, and it gets it gets really hot in the summer. So, and we have no central air.
$3,000 insulating the shit out of the building.
So, JDI, I know you've got a ton of snakes. Okay. Now, for all three of you, if there was any one snake, one ball python that you could have, what would it be and why?
Batman, because they're just cool as shit.
But what makes them cool?
Batman's like the hot ticket item right now, isn't it?
The leopard spot nose clown, that orange and
That's what that was gonna be one of my things. Leopard spot nose clown. That's like my new goal project. I'm gonna start acquiring everything I need to make them.
So I have the leopard male, I have a spot nose Mojave female, and I have a pastel clown male, a visual clown male. So I will be making all of my hats from scratch, and it's gonna take me years upon years upon years. But
it's worth it though. I believe it was
100%.
R&B just got hatched them out. Maybe it wasn't. I can't remember. Someone hatched them out on my feed recently, and I was like, damn, I need them.
All right, so
Town just had some too. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Brief interruption. If we can get up to at least 30 viewers, just 30, that's it. Share, like, subscribe, whatever the fuck you want to do. I'll take my 2 Tokais out, and I will get fucking bit, and I'll let them yank a fucking chunk off. I had my mail out earlier, and Dakota, motherfucker, if you would have answered your phone earlier, holy shit, Dylan's seen it.
I was eating. I don't know what you want
I
from me.
don't care. Your pizza rolls are not important.
They were hamburgers.
I'm gonna one up you on that view count though. If we can get to 50, I'll take mine out, which is guaranteed to bite, and I'll put it on my chest.
If we can get 67 viewers on here, I will let my granite male bite me on the nipple.
If we get 600,
I don't have anything that's willing to bite me, so I feel out of shape in this
guys
shit.
over here is like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What are you
How
guys
many,
eating
how
over
many
there?
do we need for me to
I mean,
get
I
this
got
on my
bearded
bike?
dragons, but they ain't gonna do nothing.
Hey, no, you're JDI Python. You're getting bit by Python, bro. You're in your own shitstorm over there, okay? What were you gonna say, Dylan?
I said, how many views do you think we'd need for me to get bit by a black widow?
Ooh.
17 views.
Yeah. Okay. Is that
5?
now?
Ouch.
Oh shit! All right, so JDI, you got some awesome shit coming up. Dakota, what do you got? Anything new? Anything changed?
As far as what? Oh, like a new
3D
project? I mean, we still doing it. I'll tell you, the big thing that I just got in, this is huge. It's a really big hose. All right. So I got my water system downstairs, but it couldn't reach upstairs. So I was like, I'm gonna go buy a 150-foot hose. Now I can hose the upstairs part, and holy shit, it has made my life incredible.
Renovation.
No more misting. Fuck that. I just go good to go. I'm pretty stoked about that. Other than that, of course, we're gonna be pairing the ball pythons here pretty soon.
Sick.
And I'm stoked about that. I got my pastel yellow belly calico het clown male to my bumblebee yellow belly. So I'm hoping to hit some calibees and ivories for next year, which will be pretty exciting.
So
as far as Toki gecko,
clown.
what was that?
all pos het clown?
No, he's 100% het clown.
Well, yeah, but your Cali.
Oh, yeah, everything,
not,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he said clown, and then they said it's, I believe, pos het widow, but I don't really pay attention to the pos hets.
All right, so let me ask you guys. Let me stop real quick for people that don't know, maybe new upcoming breeders. Is there a breeding season for ball pythons?
Depending
Yes
on
and
who
no.
you're talking to.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
what makes you say that? Fill me with some. I don't know.
And they said
Some
it wasn't, so
Some people say that September till, or the 1st of October till the start of May-ish. Some people say year round. There's plenty of people that do it year round. There's plenty of people that do it in the summertime. There's plenty of people that do it in the wintertime. It's too big of a. I feel it's too big of an informational source, or not an informational source. There's just too much to go on. I think people should do what feels right for them, right?
So, but do you think, in your opinion, do you think that the ball pythons have a certain season? Do you think that might be almost like outdated info? Because I know before people used to think that you had to cool these animals, lower the ambient, lower the heat source in order to get them to breed. But now we're seeing that that's not an actual requirement.
Right. My room sits at 80 degrees year round, so I don't drop temperatures for the heat spot, for the hot spot. I raise the ambient humidity inside of their tubs.
Yeah.
But that's just to induce the male or just to get the male to breed more, or get them in the mood or whatever. They say they say the fall because of the rain, right?
Mm-hmm.
The pressure, the barometric pressure changes in the fall. So that's their same situation where they are in Africa, right? So then that gets them into that mood to breed. But if you keep your room at 60% year round, 50 to 60% year round, or you keep your tubs, I don't know. I haven't had a problem, but that's just me. I think people should do what they need to do. Or do how they feel they should do it.
And I got a question for you as far as breeding goes. What do you do for stubborn males?
Ooh, good question.
So I have done a couple of things. I have thrown a male in his tub. I have done other male sheds, and I have done taking their sperm and putting it on the female to try to entice him.
I just learned about that, and I'm hoping it does not come to that. But
it's
it happens.
Not really all that gross. It's really not.
I've been cleaning reptile shit for 6 years, so I think I can handle.
Bro, hey, hold
Yeah,
on. Speaking of reptile shit, let me just tell you, I would say tegu shit and monitor shit are the worst shits.
Oh, tegus are so bad.
To deal with.
I
feel like
disagree with you on that one.
I don't know. My 4,000 gram female, when she takes a shit, it's worse than my 95-pound old English bulldog. I'm not kidding. It is bad.
All right. So
what's
Dylan?
hold on.
Wait, hang on, Dylan. What's yours?
Any large constrictor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any
really?
large constrictor.
I don't know. My boa, although it's my largest constrictor is a boa, but I like her shits because they look like human shits. It's easy pickup, good to go. However, colubrid.
What the fuck is this guy talking about? He likes reptile shit. What?
No, I'm just saying. Would I rather pick up colubrid shit or boa shit? It's gonna be boa because colubrid.
I've seen short tails with shit bigger than my fucking head.
Yeah, that's true.
I do not want to pick that.
Sumatrans are that's some disgusting crap right there.
And then they fucking flood the enclosure with urates and urine.
So hey, I'm gonna try and spice some things up here. How many bites or how many views is it gonna take to get you bit, Dakota, by another tokay?
Oh, my hands hurt, man.
Could be a pussy.
I'll do it right now.
I just got my thumb now. Everything else is healing. I just got some scars and scabs.
Okay, I'll come back to you when you don't have an excuse. Dylan, what? How many views?
How many are we at now?
9.
9,
9.
15.
15, he said.
50, he says. Fuck. Look, I'll be the first one. I'll go to 20.
Okay.
20, I'll get bit by 2 tokays.
This girl might bite me right now, to be honest.
Oh,
You
shit.
guys are nuts.
We're all going to have to take a bite tonight. Fuck it.
Dylan's over here trying to switch his camera. He's like,
I
what's
am.
going on?
I am too. You figured that out?
It's all foreign.
Just for the record, I just cleaned these yesterday. They're just pigs.
So what is this for people that don't know?
Wow, do you see this guy who keeps his pythons?
Oh, shut up, Dakota. I just did this yesterday. Spilled the whole bowl. Made a mess of the paper towel. That's Retics, man.
So
yeah, maybe
short.
bite me.
So a short, funny story. Okay. I don't know shit about snakes, and I was talking to Dakota earlier on the phone, and I kept telling him Retics.
He did. I was like, yeah, the guy's Retics. I'm like, what the fuck are Retics?
I'm like, yeah, no, those Retics, man, those Retics. He really likes Retics. Like Retics are great. And Dakota's like really silent, and I'm like, what? Like, did the phone die? Like, what the fuck happened, bro? Did you just say Retic? Yeah.
I'm over here thinking, I'm like, this has to be like some sort of Latin name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you serious?
My
dude?
apologies.
It's an unspoken language that doesn't happen anymore.
It's weird, man. Sorry, wasn't on it.
Retics.
Fuck. God damn it.
Were you referring to me in that conversation too?
What's that?
Were you referring to me in that conversation too?
Yes, I was. It was all about you, motherfucker.
Oh, great.
Yeah. No, we were talking. It's like, I thought I was saying it correctly, and then Dakota's like, that awkward silence on the phone call. Like, okay, did he hang up or no? He's just trying to figure out what the fuck I'm saying because what I'm saying isn't right. You know. So funny as fuck. JDI,
I wish I would have had the picture, or I wish I still had the picture of the first time I spelt Python Regis on a fucking box for shipping.
Yo, I Google search everything before I ship. I'm like,
I
I'm not
didn't,
making any
and I thought,
changes.
and I breed the damn thing, so I should know what the fuck how to spell it, and I didn't spell it right, and I sent it to the person, and she's like, you spelt the name on the box wrong, and I'm like, what?
What an asshole, though.
She called me out on it, but it was cool. I mean,
come
we're
on.
friends and all, but yeah, I didn't know how to spell Python Regis.
Bro, that's the incredible thing about tokay geckos. Gecko, good to go.
Yeah, just make sure you get the K's in the first one.
Shit.
dude. So let me just tell you, okay. So I took my tegu out the other day, all right, and just kind of climbing along, just kind of hanging out. Mind you, she hadn't ate since the day before. Wasn't expecting anything, okay. She's not really like super climby, and like today she was. So I was like, oh, that's great. Like, cool, extra bonding time. She's climbing up on me, climbing up my leg. I'm sitting down, and she climbs up on me, literally, head on my chest. I feel like we're having a moment here. I feel like this is a deep moment. Like, oh my God, like I broke through to my tegu. I'm wrong. It's shitting all over me, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Straight up dropping a fucking deuce and just looking at me like real mellow in the eye. Yeah, I'm shitting all over you, dude. And then she gets up and she walks off. No big deal. No big deal. Complete fucking shit. Chaos, man. I mean, this shit was like water, and like I knew, like I didn't want to move because I didn't want to spook her. But like I knew at that point when I heard that. And I just sat there and I said, yeah, it's happening. I smelled it. And I said, okay, this shit's wicked. It was probably the worst tegu shit. I mean, I've had 4 or 5 tegus, and my God, what the fuck? No, that was horrid. Horrid as hell. But what would be, so this brings me to my next question. What would be the most horrific thing you've dealt with a reptile? Starting with Dakota.
What do you mean by horrific? You're talking like gross or
Horrific, anything. Could be anything. What was the most horrific thing you've ever dealt with?
no, pass. I gotta think about it. Bring it to someone else. Bring it to JDI now that he's left.
Dylan, go ahead.
So just in terms of absolute disgust,
Anything. Could be a bite. Could be a fucking shit on. Could be
shit,
whatever.
That's a good question.
Worst, or put it this way: worst experience. What's your worst experience with a reptile?
Okay. I mean, prolapses are always the worst. I mean, sometimes they just happen. I think my worst experience, it's not directly related to reptiles, but for some reason when I was at Nerd, someone had put an egg sac in a water bottle. And I thought it was my water bottle. And I drank it.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm cringing just talking about it, man.
Yo, okay, I got a gross story then. I'm just gonna do gross, not horrific.
Okay.
I worked at a local pet shop for a couple of years, and before I was hand raising their parrots, I was the fish guy, and we didn't have automatic sumps there to do water changes. We had to manually do that shit, siphon it, like you do with cars. And there was one day I wasn't quick on the draw, got a big old gulp of some nice dirty fish water.
Oh shit!
It was not fun. It was not a good day.
Yeah, that sounds
Dude,
horrible.
I just did that a week ago. Whole fucking mouthful of koi tank water.
Yeah, It's horrible. It's though you're like, oh, and it stays. It like lingers.
It does. It does.
Oh fuck!
I'm all set with fish, man.
Oh yeah, that's horrid. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, I can't imagine that. Hell no. Was it salty?
No,
No.
it was freshwater fish. We're talking about was it salty? We're talking about koi's.
Hey, it could be salty. I mean, they piss in it, right?
Nah, no salt.
Okay, no salt.
No salt.
Okay. All right. Shame on me. All right. So, what would be one of the most positive experiences you've had with any of the reptiles you've ever owned?
Going on 2 years sober.
With
That's
reptiles?
With reptiles? You're sober with reptiles?
Cool, man. I'm 6 years myself.
Just starting out with the reptiles. Just that's the best thing that I can come up with. How close my family and I are now, and being almost, in May I'll be 2 years sober. So I can't wish of anything better. All my followers on Instagram, there's no better feeling.
Congrats, man. I'm fine.
That's awesome. Mad respect, man. I was the same way. As soon as I left Texas, moved all the way up here to New England, and within like a couple of weeks, I got my first bearded dragon 6 years ago. It's a huge thing with them. I don't think I could have done it without them.
Yep.
It's fucking sweet. That's more than words can explain. That's awesome. That's for damn sure. Dylan, is there anything you want to ask JDI? I know that you were pretty curious about this guy.
Yeah.
He's got
So,
some bad snakes.
What was the snake that started it all?
That one I just showed, that pastel GHI Ajax.
Okay. All right.
I thought it was pretty good.
Bro, Ajax is his go-to. I've been talking to this guy for a long time, and
I'm trying to get into it. I'm not trying to get into it. I'm trying to understand it more and more. It's like a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Nobody wants to give you any information on it because they want to keep it a secret. I don't want to keep it a secret.
People, man.
Yeah, I don't want to keep it a secret, so I'm not going to.
That's exactly why I don't own one.
And if I get fucking in trouble for showing something because you guys want to hide it, everybody wants to hide it back. Ain't my problem. It's my snake. I bought it. I'll do what the fuck I want with it.
There you go.
Man, all right. So that gets me fired up right there, okay? this is my show, and I don't give a fuck what happens. Like, I'm going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. You guys can hold yourself to however you want to hold yourself. But I'm going to tell you guys, I've had some recent encounters with people, and I think we all have. Dakota, I know you have, with some sensitive,
No, everyone's been real nice to me.
sensitive fucking individuals. Shut the fuck up. I know you're lying.
No, I don't think I have any haters. I'll be
You're
honest.
lying, bro. You're lying. And JDI, I know personally, you've had some fucked up encounters with some people.
Yo, welcome to Reptiles. Jesus Christ.
Hey, you shut up. Dylan, I know that you have too.
Yep.
So if there's anybody that wants to talk some shit, we can do it here. That's awesome. Because I tell you what, I'm going to talk some shit, and I don't care if I'm the only one. I will tell you. So I had an individual recently, okay? Recently, I was going to make a live video and kind of expose this guy. But I'm choosing to do it now. Why? Because I just don't care. This gentleman's name is Patrick Allen. Patrick Allen, okay? He is a half-ass breeder and a flipper. Matter of fact, he don't even fucking breed. He talks a lot of shit and does a lot of shit that he don't even fucking know what the hell he's doing. Make it quick and simple. Ran into a lot of shit with him and decided to send threats off to my family. Why? That's the type of person that you don't want to do business with. You know, I feel like that's a little far-fetched and absurd. You know, and it's crazy, I feel like, and I don't know if you guys can comment on this, but in this market, I've noticed a lot of crazy people. Could you guys say the same thing?
I mean, yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that are just almost cutthroat in a sense, but also like, you know, they want to blast you for what reason, you know? Like, I don't have a lot of people following me. I don't have a lot of people that are, you know, exposing me on a level that's like top tier platform, you know? So it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But, you know, it's just so wild that some people can act like this over just reptiles. I mean, wouldn't you guys say that's pretty crazy?
I'd have to agree, man. I mean, I think part of the problem is we're in an age where information is so easily available, whether it's right or wrong. I mean, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, this shit wasn't available. People had to grind their ass off just to get one parameter of their husbandry right. And it took humbling and modest work to get there. Now that just doesn't exist.
But that's still, even though you had all that work to do and you did all that work and you proved everything, still doesn't give you the right to be assholes to people like me or anybody else coming into the trade that needs information.
Yeah, not at all. I agree.
You know,
that's fucking
when I you know, when I first got this Ajax, when I found him sitting in the a tub, you know, at a show, and the guy's like, I need $200 for him. Okay. I walked by him 50,000 times probably that whole entire show. And I finally said, all right, I'm going to take him. And then I started doing my research on him. There ain't nothing out there in Ajax, right? You got a half a dozen snakes on Morph Market. So, hey, these two breeders are sitting here breeding these snakes on a daily basis or a yearly basis. Let's see if they give me any information. And you know what I got?
Jack shit.
If you buy something, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yo, wait. You bought an Ajax for $200?
I bought that male that I showed you for $200.
Oh, okay. They're withholding information for a $200 snake?
Well, I didn't buy it.
I mean, like,
I
I could understand, you know, if we're talking like top tier $1,000. I not that I agree with it, but I understand why they're being assholes. But a $200 snake?
Well, they're selling it on Morph Market for $900, $800.
Yeah, even then, $800. I don't know. That's I feel like
Yeah,
that's not amount of money to justify being a dick. Is
Right.
my opinion on that.
Right. So I bounced from the United States to the UK, and I finally got an answer this year. And then that guy said, you need to go talk to this person in Florida. All right. So I talked to that person in Florida. I got all the answers I needed to go off of to make this go somewhere. So now I have the Ajax. So
All right, so let me ask this, okay, to each and one of you. Where did you first learn your ways? Like, what made you? Obviously, we all have our own way of taking care of our reptiles. I feel that. But where and how did you adapt those ways into what you do now today?
Billy from Mutation Creation,
Nice.
Chris Hardwick,
Chris Hardwick's been going hard on YouTube, man.
Olympic
Doing that
Reptiles,
grind.
Brian Barczyk, Small Town Exotics this year, doing all of his stuff. You don't know how many times I've watched videos of those guys. I'm more now, like I've said before, I'm more now of a Billy fan. I've also watched nerd stuff too, everybody's got their own way of doing it. And my personal experience is you got to make it your own. So I take tidbits from this person and that person and that person and that person, and then I make it mine, and I call it JDIs, and I use it because it works for me. So,
But I think that's the big thing, and it's the huge problem we have in today's social media age of Facebook groups. Anyone who's ever watched any of my videos or know who I am, I fucking cannot stand Facebook groups because they are wildly inaccurate. Their information is all over the place. And the fact of the matter is, it's either their way or the highway. And that's just not how it goes in the reptile world. It's not like this set parameter of temperature, humidity, enclosure. That's the right way. And any other way is not the good way. And I think that makes a huge point. I do the same thing. Most of my thing just comes from any small town breeder, or of course the large inspirations, Brian Barczyk, nerd, things like that. And then just getting that information and just utilizing the stuff that I've been doing with all my other reptiles into creating what I am today. So yeah, definitely getting your bits and pieces from different people, I feel it's the best way to go.
I got a top one for all you guys. I work for Petco. So being a part of those Facebook groups.
I work for Petco too.
So being a part of those Facebook groups, and then the first thing that people say is, don't go fucking buy from Petco. It's not the people that work for Petco's fault and how they treat their animals. It's hard.
Well, let me reach in here, okay? So I had a really bad encounter with Petco one time. And I bought a Savannah. This is when I was younger, kind of going through some shit. I just wanted a good reptile. And I did a lot of research and kind of like not really understanding the animal, but kind of like what they were capable of doing and like how big they could be. And I seen a Savannah monitor. Mind you, this is my first one I ever got. So I seen the animal, and they were not in the proper temperature, not humidity. There wasn't anything to what was actually, from what I was reading, needed. There wasn't a hot spot. There wasn't a cool spot. The fucking basking spot was right in the middle of the tank. Okay? And there was 3 in there. That doesn't make any sense. Dylan, does that make any sense?
It doesn't, but
no.
In defense of the average employee at those stores, like I used to work at Petco too.
Yo, we all worked at Petco.
Yeah.
Except me. Fuck you guys.
I was only there for like maybe 2 weeks.
I think I made it 6
The
weeks.
managers are gung-ho about getting the most exotic, the most rarest animal. I mean, when I was there, they had a mangrove monitor. Why?
What?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I've seen a few black roughnecks over at my local one.
Oh, hell.
I'm going on one. So October was 1 year at Petco. So, and I still work there. And it's So my boss and the other guy that's in charge, we all three of us have an understanding, and this is the understanding. If we don't have people knowingly willing to take care of these animals in the right way, that means the customer walking in the door to purchase the animal, we ain't gonna order it. Plain as fucking simple day. So if they can't handle big monitors, or they can't handle iguanas, or they can't handle, retics, we don't order. And that's how we manage our store. But at the same point, with all three of us working there, we have brought our animal care up to 110% above normal in the year that I've been there. You can't go to every Petco and have that same thing.
No,
because you can't.
I agree 110% with you. I feel like every location is different because I've experienced that with each location that I've been to, just to go to get whatever I needed, whatever. And I've seen that firsthand. So for me to make my judgment off of, or for anyone to make their judgment off of one store is sadly mistaken. Don't do that.
But that's how it works, right? Because one person had bad experience.
Not to do that.
Right. I'm just saying, and then that's what happens to the Facebook groups. One person had a bad experience, and then everybody's got to have a bad experience now, or everybody's going to have a bad experience. So
right,
it makes it tough.
And like that experience that I had was not a good experience. It sucked, but then again, at the same time, I was also learning. So like there was a lot going on there. And I ended up getting the monitor for free. But it actually ended up being free because they sold me a rescue. They rescued that guy, put him in a tank, and I ended up buying him. Then they ended up refunding me. Big old fucking mess. Anyways.
Damn, I thought that was a fridge. I was like, that is genius. Having a fridge in your snake room?
Yeah,
it's a pied.
Yo, that's nice. What you got there?
It's just a pastel pied.
I love pieds.
He's been in. Hold on. With his girlfriend for a while.
I'm gonna give 30 seconds. Dakota, Dylan, grab a reptile.
Anyone
you want. 30 seconds. Go.
All right.
Grab your cat. Boom. Yo, where is?
Don't you dare!
I heard
it. Fucking dare! Don't you dare!
I heard tent. I've got my friend.
Does it count? I almost got bit by a 4,000 gram female python.
Yes.
Almost. I kind of feel out of shape.
Hold on, I'm relocating again.
You're pretty quick.
All my lizards are on the other side of the house.
Dakota, what do you got?
I got my Quince monitor. Full disclosure, I'm doing a stereotypical Zoom meeting and I'm not wearing pants, so I could not get up from this position. So this was the closest thing I had. It was either this or a crested gecko.
Bro, I thought you said you were putting pants on.
I couldn't find shorts. I don't want to wear pants in here.
Don't be lazy, Dakota.
Really big my lip, dude.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, you would, dude.
See, this is what I aspire to do. Just kind of look around and open rack systems for like crazy shit.
That's amazing.
I got one. I don't know if she's gonna let me, but you got to give me a few minutes to get her though. I'll be right back.
Well, go get her.
Just to get her, I need this, which is 4.5 feet long.
Well, now I'm excited. Yo, where'd Dylan go? Go right when I said it.
I'm here. Yeah, I pressed the button, so here I am. Kind of
What is it, a platinum?
tiger head albino.
Ah, I was going to say tiger. I couldn't get a good look at it.
Trying to stand my phone up, but I'm having some issues. Oh my god, I picked the worst one. All right, I think we're good. That's my girl.
Oh, yes. So, Dylan, what is that?
That is another Retic.
A rectic?
We need to get you some speech therapy, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Is that a
Come on, what is it?
Doomerals?
It is a Doomerals.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
That's
a beauty.
I have never felt strength in my life until I got this thing.
Dakota, you know your snakes, man. Like, I'm pretty, like...
I'm shit with boas. That's why I hesitate. So I'm like, I'm going to embarrass myself. I don't know any of the boa localities very well or very many of the species.
That was fucking solid, man. That's solid.
I didn't think she was going to let me even pick her up, but she let me pick her up, so.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Doomerals are awesome.
Hell yes. My Sav just chilling.
Human garbage disposals, or the snake garbage disposal.
Yo, I do the same with my common boa. If there's any like rats that the ball pythons don't eat, I just throw them into her cage.
Yep, that's any dead rats from the rattery or anything like that.
Yep, goes right to her, and every time.
Yep. Holy crap.
What happened to the quince? You put them away already?
Yeah, that was quick, Dakota.
That was just a quick one and done. I don't like to stress them out.
Wow.
Damn, bro, you scared or something?
Bro, it's a quince. I'm scared of getting shit on and then it running away.
It's part of the process, bro.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Welcome. Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to make? Any of your Fortnite friends?
Damn, that's a stereotype, my guy.
Dude,
Dakota's just mad because he plays Fortnite.
I don't play Fortnite.
I'm sure.
You already took out my baby. How dare you? Another one?
When he gets back, I'd like to talk about big constrictors and their stereotypes. Speaking of stereotypes.
I would like to talk about that because that's like
You know what? Okay, so I am definitely afraid of retics.
Really?
Just because I've had a bad experience with them. So
Okay.
that not about the snake itself or or that, because I've had boas, I've had retics, but I had a friend who was a lazy fucknut and didn't take care of his animal and didn't feed it properly. So he came over to ask, he calls me up and says, "Hey, bro, can you come over and help me with my snake? I can't get it to eat." I'm like, all right, cool. And here it's, 10.5 feet long, pretty hefty girl, right? And she literally latched onto the corner of my back because I had warmed up the rat and she was hunting for that rat.
They're real.
And I became her food. And it was an accident.
Yeah.
It wasn't her fault, but ever since then, I've had the Dumeril's bow is probably going to be the biggest thing I'm going to get.
I have 2 of these, and they're both female.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn.
Plans?
Just for the record for viewers, I'm in New Hampshire where these are legal.
So why own 2 of them?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why?
I just wanted to hear it. That's all I wanted to hear.
So, if you don't mind, we could steer the conversation into stereotypes about these guys. First
Now, I
off,
heard they're devil snakes, and
Yeah.
they're like the worst thing you can possibly own.
when it comes to
Always
food,
gonna bite
yeah.
you.
when it comes to food, they're pretty aggressive about it.
Yes.
Otherwise, they are. I mean, I can pet her right on her head, and she's a little nervous about it, but she's not going to bite me. I know she's not going to bite me. We
And that's
almost had a
honestly-
ban in New
I wouldn't
Hampshire
use those
for
bed
these
today.
guys because someone said that they get to 15 feet in a year. Doesn't happen.
Yo, bet 50 feet.
15, but yeah, close enough, right?
Lame.
I think they come off as, they want to size you up and they want to eat you and they want to just hurt you. Not the case. I mean, this is probably one of my sweetest snakes.
No shit. Well, it's absolutely a gorgeous snake.
Thank you.
Here's and I'm gonna jump in on that, just because I want to. So I had a ball python here 3 months ago, right? That was fed an Arctic mouse once a month. Now we're talking a 800-gram female ball python.
That's we need
It
to
could take
bulk her up.
a small rat once a week and not have an issue, right? They are feeding her an Arctic mouse once a month. And you wonder why you get bit. You wonder why people get bit in their enclosures when they stick their hand in there.
All right.
It's
Well,
not
that's
because
just because you're
it's
feeding
not because they want to bite you. It's because they're fucking hungry.
Yeah.
Right? So same thing goes for a retic. If you feed a retic like you're supposed to, it's not going to fucking size you up.
Right. Thank you. Exactly.
It's not.
They are definitely food oriented. I mean, I've had this same snake jump out of the tub looking for food.
I'm 300 fucking plus pounds and I have jumped 5 feet in the air when my little 1,1200 gram female ball python has jumped out of her fucking tub. It is not. I mean, it's freaky. It's scary.
On
But
another
at the
note,
same,
like with these guys, I mean, just because of that factor of their personality, I don't think they're as smart as people make them out to be.
I think retics think. I honestly do.
They absolutely do. They are smart. The intelligence is there, but if you look at something like a scrub python,
Yeah.
IQ is so. Here's a retic.
What do you think about what do you think about like the indigos and other Dromarchons?
So, I think they're just shitting machines. I think they are intelligent for a snake. I'll put it that way.
All right. So I wanted to ask you, now that we're talking about retics, what is your opinion on retics and arboreal space?
I think as up to a subadult, it's appropriate.
You don't think as far as adults?
No, just because that's not typically natural behavior. That's if a 15 plus foot snake is hiding in the trees, that
tree's gonna fall.
It's gonna fall, and it's a problem because they're stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
As far as a younger species, that's totally normal, and I mean, I'd have no problem with it. I think they do need a little height because they're going to utilize it as long as it's not at a point where they're going to hurt themselves.
I've been thinking even with my common boa, adding some arboreal stuff, just because I've seen with adults that if you give them that arboreal space, they'll utilize it.
I have the same opinion there too. Like, I think they definitely would utilize it, and if you can do it in an appropriate way, go for it, man. Like in mine, I keep just for my hatchlings, I keep like a little fake vine thing just so we can climb around and have a little bit of extra security.
That's fucking
Okay, so I got a question. Is Dylan right?
Yeah.
Carpets.
Okay. What about them?
Are they really that angry?
Oh, I want to hear what he says.
It depends on what you're working with for a locality.
Okay.
And
it's the same thing with green trees, aren't they?
Green trees, yeah. The Baiks, oh man, they are.
They got some wicked teeth.
Yeah, they will try to bite you all day long.
Yo, my Emerald's a straight asshole. Like out of nowhere, when it's cage maintenance time, trying to move him out, he'll literally just go forward, see I'm behind him, boom, immediately.
But as far as carpets, like coastals, they can be a hit or miss. Erie and Jayas, they can kind of be pretty well behaved. They're one of the more well behaved carpets, in my opinion. You start getting into, I'm not much of a carpet guy, but some of the smaller species are usually feisty.
Yeah, my jungle, I was just she pooped like right into her hide, so I had to take that out, and she literally right as soon as I open it up, she's ready, in position, and she tried to strike me a couple of times.
I'm gonna put. I will be right back.
So hold on. So I've got a message from somebody that was watching our stream. I've got one for y'all. He says, try free handling a copperhead and having its heat pits pick up on the cigarette you're smoking at the time and having it strike it out of your mouth. I felt the wind off its mouth. I'll never smoke while handling a pit viper species again. Oh, fuck.
I mean, I got a lot of problems with that.
It's like 1 red flag, 2 red flag, 3 red flag.
Why are you smoking there, reptile? First off.
Oh, hold on. Let me continue here.
Oh, good. There's more. Hang on.
Having it strike out of your mouth, I felt the wind off its mouth. I'll never smoke while handling a pit viper species again. I was going on to my buddy how I laid back it was. Going on to his buddy how laid back it was, and it wasn't a defensive strike. I'm assuming the heat triggered a feed response. I got really lucky, and I learned a valuable lesson: not to smoke while handling a venomous snake. I was outside, so the smoke wasn't really going in its face and wasn't blowing it away from the snake. And I know free handling is controversial, but I do it, and I'm very good at understanding the language of reptiles and have yet to receive a bite and have been handling copperheads for 10 years, so don't bash me.
Okay.
All I got to say to him, it only takes one fucking bite, man.
Well, it's a copperhead, so...
So, I'll say this.
I don't think it just takes 1 bite. I think you're...
Well, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Contortrix aren't that bad of a species. Yeah. I mean, talk to me when you free handled a cantle. Just because they're an easy species to read, and I'm not bashing them in any means, but I would say any kind of animal you really shouldn't be smoking on, even a ball python, because they're gonna take in that heat and they're gonna go right for you.
So let me answer
with free handling per se. I have a problem with the lack of common sense, because then that makes my whole group look bad.
I see what you're doing.
I see. I'm picking up what you're laying down. So let me ask, like, I've heard and like I've read, I've seen a lot of things. Is tobacco like very toxic to reptiles?
I mean, it's, in my opinion, yeah.
if it's toxic to us, I mean, I'm a smoker and I know it's toxic. So,
Right.
I mean, if it's toxic to us, but everybody does their own thing. So you can't, I mean, it's so hard to help people.
Right. I mean, so but let me ask you this, JDI. I mean, do you have, like, I mean, if you go smoke, do you come in, wash your hands, then handle snakes, or do you smoke, then handle your snakes?
So, honestly, most of the time it's sanitizer, but I don't always do it. So
you need that biosecurity.
I don't always wash my hands, and I'll be the first to admit it. And y'all can bash me all the hell you want, but I'm human and I make mistakes.
Yeah.
Most of the time, if I go out and smoke a cigarette, I don't come right into the snake room. So I usually go inside the house, do my thing inside the house, whatever I need to do. Then I come into the snake room. So I don't know. I try to be as clean as possible.
Maybe I came off the wrong way. I don't necessarily mean the smoking itself was a problem. I mean, you certainly shouldn't get smoke in any animal's face, but like he said, that heat signature.
Full screen. Sorry,
I was waiting for that.
But he lived
Sorry, my monitor is about to die. So
we've been waiting for you to be like this all night, man. So,
be like what?
full screen.
I'm always full screen. I'm that big. I'm hot.
Damn it, Pagoda. Damn it. Damn you.
Oh fuck. Dylan's over here checking his email.
Fuck. Too much. All right. So I got a topic that I want to get into.
Uh-oh.
Because a lot of people, JDI, this is going to kind of be a hard one for you to get into because if you're using grow tents, well, you might be frowned upon.
If I what?
If you're using grow tents.
Oh.
So I am talking about grow tents, okay? A lot of people say yay. A lot of people say no. I want to know what Dylan's perspective is. I want to know what Dakota's perspective is. I use grow tents. I love grow tents. I think grow tents are absolutely 100% okay to a certain age. That's my view. Okay. I feel like my Savannah monitors, I don't feel like I'll have them in a grow tent for their entire life. I will have them into a built enclosure at the time of where I feel it's necessary. Size, there's a ton of shit that comes into perspective when you're dealing with that type of decision. Dakota, what's your opinion?
I mean, honestly, if you're using grow tents, I think you're a lazy keeper. I think they're the worst thing in the world. Obviously, a bearded dragon's going to be able to rip right through it. So I think you're an animal abuser if you're using grow tents. Oh, shit.
All right, so Dylan, I'm going to go next to you.
I think grow tents are great. I think it's all species dependent. Like you said, I mean, anything from a small age isn't going to have any issues in a grow tent as long as you're buying a quality product and not crap. Just like if you're building a wooden enclosure and using crap materials, that thing's not going to last for you. I think a lot of species such as sailfins, Chinese water dragons, stuff that stresses a lot more easily, stuff that's prone to snout bashing, mouth bashing, whatever you want to call it, rams its face into the glass because it doesn't understand it, does a lot better in a softer material such as mylar, which doesn't actually rip. Who would have figured? I don't know about a full-grown sailfin. I guess I'll use that as a disclosure, but
which
yeah,
a lot of people, which, you know, a ton of people don't understand that is what the material is made out of. And a lot of people think, well, if you put a fucking monitor or a Tegu in there, they're just going to scratch their way out. They're going to.
My Arcus monitors are like 3 feet long at this point, and They're fucking trying to scratch up those walls all day and nothing
Yeah.
so far.
I have a full-grown size tegu, 2 of them, in the same enclosure. Not one of them has gotten out. So fuck you and fuck anybody that has decided to say grow tents suck. I don't fucking care. Because you know what? It works for me. I don't know if it works for you, but apparently you're not doing it right. I have a method in the way I set up and plan my enclosure. I use special padding on the bottom. I use special reinforcements. But I'm not cheap about it. I don't set up a fucking enclosure and not reinforce it. You're dumb as a fucking reptile holder to not do that. You know, not to make it escape proof. I really feel grow tents are super beneficial. I've got a absolute ton of hate mail on it, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, man. Dylan, what do you think about grow tents?
I think first and foremost they should be used for lizards exclusively. And even further than that, as Dakota said, species specific. But I think they're a useful tool. I think they are, if set up properly, done.
Yeah, even I'm not dumb enough to put a snake in it.
You never know, man. People have done
I've seen some
crazy
people
shit.
putting boas in it. I'm like, yeah,
People have done
I don't
crazy
think so.
shit.
You
So-
dumb motherfucker. You dumb.
I think they're a great tool, man. I think they work perfectly if you can get those parameters up to where they need to be. If, like you said, they're not cheap and you can't rip through them, who cares? I mean, the animal's thriving. Who gives a fuck? You know?
Right. And all
I got a couple Facebook admins that would like to speak to that on who gives a fuck.
right.
You got me there.
It's
I
the same
feel-
thing. It's
Go
the
ahead.
same thing when you do tanks versus tubs for ball pythons.
It's the same shit, but
Yeah.
for some
If you do it right, it'll fucking work. Either way you do it.
Yep.
The
I've been
difference
saying this-
is
I've been saying this for years now.
the difference is that you're going to get more. You're going to get a better response out of the animal if you have it in a tub. I
And you're going
believe.
to retain your humidity a lot better than a fucking aquarium.
Right.
Right.
And you don't have all that other shit going on where people are walking by and doing all this stuff and stressing the animal out. Now, I started in tanks. It took me 7-8 months, and now I have 9 racks that I've built myself out of melamine. And
I was
I
gonna
don't
ask where you got your racks.
So these two I found on Facebook. All the rest of, or these 3, I should say, found on Facebook or wherever. My other racks, I've got a 10 high breeder that's in a 41 quart tub right here. That's melamine. The thing that's holding up my camera right now, melamine. The one thing right next to the rack next to it, melamine. The rack next to it, melamine. The rack on the floor over here is melamine. I'm just fine. You go down to my rat room, it's fucking wood.
Mm.
It works.
Have you noticed any problem with the humidity now?
I'm starting to see the white layer create some mold. But I don't know if
How long
that's
you had it set up?
so this will be my second breeding season, so almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
So and I every month when I do my tub cleanouts, my complete tub cleanouts, all that shit gets taken off. So I mean, if I see it in between time, I clean it up. But I don't see very much of it. It's only in the ones that are really tight and don't have a whole lot of airspace.
Mhm.
That's where I see the big amount of condensation buildup on the top, and that's where using, I've seen people put holes through the melamine, drill holes through the melamine through each cell, so that it has a place for it to go up through.
Well, I
You know.
would be thinking just sealing whatever the sealing part of the rack you're doing, just sealing it with dye lock or dry
Yeah.
lock. Sorry.
Yep.
Just doing
I
a
mean-
couple layers on that and seeing if that works. Because I've been thinking about doing some sort of homemade rack system, especially for some of the like even like crested geckos or some of the other New Caledonian stuff, making my life a lot easier instead of unlock the bin, open the bin, unlock the bin.
So
Slide them, that would be a lot better for me.
my advice to you is the fascia for houses
Mhm.
is made out of PVC, right? Go
Okay.
to Home Depot. It's $75 a sheet. You get a 4x8 sheet. That's what I would use. I would not do melamine. Melamine is fucking heavy,
Ah, that's true. It is.
and it falls apart very, very quick. Like my 10 high breeder, the legs on the bottom, because I didn't put support on the bottom for them.
Mhm.
I just set it on the floor, and every time I move it or it shimmies, it pulls the screw out.
Ah,
So I've got that problem going on right now. I did make a rack out of HDPE where I actually welded the plastic, and I had plastic welding rods, and it turned out all right. I mean, for the first time ever doing it, but that was a lot of work. Welding all those corners and
So let me ask you: do you feel like putting in all that work for that was more beneficial than going with the melamine, which is more heavier?
I think it splits itself 50-50. The ease of cutting the melamine, screwing it together, not having to paint it, and all of that, versus getting a machine that's this long and that wide into a space of that to weld the corners in was, it's pretty tough. It's not easy.
Dylan, what's your opinion?
Melamine versus PVC?
Yeah.
I mean, just because of the weight aspect, PVC. You know?
Oh yeah.
I've moved my rack maybe 4 times in the last year. There's no way I would have been doing that with melamine. On top of that, I don't know how great melamine is with humidity, but PVC.
that's what my thoughts came on using that dry lock, at the very least on that top layer where you're setting the tubs in. So at least at that part where that ambient humidity is hitting it, instead of that condensation running directly on the melamine, you at least have that extra layer of sealant.
It's a good idea.
I don't.
But yeah, I haven't heard pretty much everyone that's used melamine, whether it be enclosures or rack systems, they kind of all say the same thing: don't do it.
I don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have a whole lot of money. So melamine was the way to go for me.
Yeah.
Because this rack right here with these clear tubs cost me $500.
Yep.
I probably have that in all of my. Yeah, I have that in all of my melamine racks, maybe. Right? So I have $700 sitting right here. And it's hard to, and I want my animals to be in the best possible thing that they're in, but you know what?
I think there's a difference between
the humidity.
You're doing your animals injustice by using a melamine enclosure versus buying an aftermarket from Sea Serpents or somewhere to that. Yeah, it's very challenging trying to justify the cost. Because I mean, some of those rack systems, like I said, I think I spent around $900 for my 10 tier, and I'm like, damn man, that's a lot of money just for some snake enclosures where I could have utilized that in better ways.
Freedom Breeder or ARS or anything, $4 or $5 grand for
you
a
spent
rack.
Thousands on them. But I feel like in that case, it's worth it because, Freedom Breeder takes it to the next level from just a simple PVC to actually.
Completely, but at the same time, for someone like me who's in their second year and, works, I don't have that type of money. I've got 3 kids. I've got a family, I've got to provide for them first, make sure that they're fed and ate, they get fed and have all the stuff that they have. then it becomes my reptiles, then it becomes me. You know, I'm last on that docket. So, but my kids are number one. And if my family cannot go in life, then the snake's got to go. You know, and that's the hard truth, you know. But as long as the snakes are here and the kids are happy and they're learning and they're going to school and telling their friends that, oh, my dad did 50 eggs this winter. You know, he cut open 50 eggs. You know, you can go see him on Instagram and watch him cut open his eggs. You know, that brightness that I see in their face. When it comes time for them to cut the egg in the winter, you know, in the summer, you know, my daughter cut her first egg for her birthday.
Hey.
Watching her face light up cutting that egg. You know,
I also want to bring this in here because, like, I feel like this is like when you told me about it, I thought it was super sweet and like absolutely just like I felt it. Like one of the shirts that you have available for purchase right now, your daughter drew that. Like,
correct.
Anybody who's watching, like that to me as a parent, that to me as a reptile owner, like that's huge. And like my wife's ordering one, I'm ordering one, like support that if you can. Like I feel like that's just a idea in creativity that's just bound to be boasted. It's honestly an incredible drawing. Like it's really good and really detailed for her age. There you go. Y'all can see it. You can't really see it on that photo because that does not do it justice. But I will tell you that shirt's sick. My wife is getting it on tie-dye, and I'm going to get it on a hoodie. So,
yeah,
pretty sick.
My son has put some. He's trying to get some ideas together. He's trying, but that shirt means a lot, you know, because I wanted her to draw something. So,
hell yes. Well, I thought it turned out absolutely amazing. And
you guys got kid sizes? I'll buy one for my son, one for myself.
Yeah, it's all sizes.
Oh, awesome.
It goes all the way up to 5X. So
I'll buy two right after this. I got you. I like it.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Be sure to share that link, JDI.
I will.
So we all can follow up and kind of make a purchase here. So let me ask you, JDI, kind of way back a little bit to the grow tent thing. If you were to own a big size reptile, let's say Savannah monitor, Aki, you name it, any type of bigger type of monitor, and you get it as a baby, would you have a grow tent? No.
I think if they, so I haven't done much research, so you kind of caught me off guard. But here's the thing, I'm all about how they need it, right? So if they need something like that, then yes, I will put them in a grow tent. I will put them in whatever they need, whatever they seem necessary to be in. So if I were to get a big monitor, yes, I would.
Dakota, what's your standpoint on like, would you recommend it to somebody, or would you just more so say, hey, this is what I'm using and this is what I do?
I mean, here's the fucking thing, man. I don't think they're inadequate enclosures. I don't think you're cheaping out and you're a lazy keeper. All the bullshit, you hear from anyone that is anti-grow tent. Bottom line, I would much rather every time have someone keep their Savannah monitor, Nile monitor, Tegu inside a 4x2 grow tent, a 6x3 grow tent that you can get for $80 versus them ramming it into a 20 or 40 gallon aquarium.
Right. Which I think is completely Correct. You need them to have the adequate space and, ability to live their life the way they need to. Dylan, what's your thoughts?
Well, like you said, I mean, you see adults in way too small of enclosures way too often, and it's usually an adult in like a 75, 100-gallon tank. So
Exactly, and that's the thing. And then everyone's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna build one," but you don't know how to fucking build an enclosure. Right. It costs hundreds of dollars. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna do it. However, if you can just be like, "Bro, you just gotta go on Amazon. It's like $80, and they ship it to you, and it takes 30 minutes to set up, and you're good."
I think backtracking a little bit. I mean, as babies, I think maybe that could be done, and it has been done correctly. Once you get to, there's a point of no return where you either need PVC or you need a grow tent.
Lost him. He dropped off.
JDI had enough of this marathon stream. Every time I say something,
my tablet died.
Oh, your phone died.
So I gotta get my headphones in because I can't, for some odd reason, I can't hear anybody. So give me a couple seconds.
All right, I'll give you 2.
So what is everyone looking forward to adding to their collection?
Good question. God damn it. Dakota, you go first because you're
tree monitors. I want some fucking tree monitors, baby.
Green, blues, or blacks?
All of them. Green, blue, and blacks. I remember the first time Nerd, Zoo Creatures, they had that big black tree, adult, for sale for I think like $750 or $1,200, something like that. And I was like, damn, that is a cool lizard. I'm going to own that one day. So yeah, as soon as I start getting some Argus eggs and Aki eggs, hopefully in 2021, potentially the end of 2021 or 2022, I'm gonna start on the tree monitor hunt and getting some pairs over here.
There you go. Hey, I'll let you keep that entire token. Throw me an Aki egg.
Do what?
I'll let you keep that entire Tokay egg if you throw me an Aki egg.
Oh my god, an entire Tokay egg.
Clutch.
Oh, okay. I thought you said $100 Tokay egg for a $400 Aki.
I said, damn, you were like in my head. I'm thinking like, damn, you're being stingy on just a fucking egg, bro.
I gotta get my female to you soon, but for me,
I need more normals, man. I'm gonna be adding 3 or 4 more females. I don't know about morphs or just normals because I've got too big of a demand. Dude, look at this fucking cat. In the background.
Oh, I didn't even see
I just see something like what? It's away.
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh, did it go away?
It's gone.
It's over there.
I ran away.
Yeah, another thing is the Tokays. I need so many more Tokays. I think we're about to introduce another normal pair because my female finally made it to weight, but I need to start dividing up when my breeding seasons go, so pairing more frequently instead of all at once. Because I get like every other day, I get at least 1 or 3 people asking me about tokay geckos, and I'm not having a good time. So I need as many normals as I can get.
All right. So you're tree monitors. JDI, how about you?
I didn't hear the question. So what's
something you're looking forward to adding to your collection?
As far as breeding or just to add?
Just to add.
Off the wall?
Yeah.
Probably never going to happen.
Anything.
Gaboon Viper.
Dream stuff, and I feel dumb with my tree monitor.
Where are you out of? Can you even
a Gaboon Viper?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would probably sell both my nuts to get one of them.
Where
you could do it.
I know. I'm scared to death of them things, but their color, man. Oh my god.
Hey, if you ever get one, never neck it because those fangs will come right out of the sides of its head and go into your hands.
Yep, I know. I've done my research.
Oh, okay. For me, I'm not ready yet, but I'd like to get a pair of frillies.
Yo, that's so funny. I'm actually getting a frill dragon here pretty soon.
Oh, all right.
So I gotta talk. Someone just wants to give me their frill dragon, so I'm like, what? Free frill dragon? I think so. Now it is a New Guinea. It's not the cool Australians, but I'm pretty stoked about that.
I was just talking to my daughter about that. I said my youngest one said she'd want something. She goes, Dad, what's that lizard that the neck pops out? And I said, oh, that one you saw in Jurassic Park. She goes, no. But yeah, we were just talking about frillies.
Dude, does anybody know like how hard those are to maintain?
Frill dragons?
Yeah,
They're,
I don't know anything about them.
they're
So
relatively simple as long as
Yeah.
you
I feel like it's kind of the same parameters as like Chinese water dragons as far as like difficulty.
yeah,
Big setup, you know. I think that's the big thing is people don't give them proper setups, and you're not going to thrive in a 10 or 20 gallon.
So I have, and you guys are probably gonna fucking slap me retarded through the monitor, but
Petco said it good.
I had somebody drop off a red iguana. Now I want you to listen to this story. Now you guys have lizards. You guys know lizards, right? They drove to Wisconsin, picked up a red iguana, drove back, put it in the cage. 4 hours later, decided that they wanted to hold this red iguana, and it lost its gourd. So then they returned it, and I took it home. So now I have this red iguana sitting in a 75-gallon aquarium, which he's getting a bigger aquarium, don't get me wrong.
Time to invest in a grow tent.
Hey!
Get this beautiful 3 foot by 2 foot by 5 foot for the low price of $75.99.
Hey, Dakota. Here's the thing that I decided not to really break, kind of big news about, but Opulent Systems, we are actually now an affiliate with. So we have now a partnership. So guess what, JDI? If you need one, I'll get you one on the low, bro.
Wait, what?
There you go.
What is that a grow tent?
Yeah, Opulent Systems is another manufacturer on Amazon that I get all of my grow tents from.
Oh, wait, you're an affiliate sponsor?
Yeah, I'm currently sponsored with them.
So
Wait, like through Amazon, or are you an actual sponsorship with the business?
Huh?
Like through Amazon, or are you an actual sponsor?
Actual sponsor. I reached out to Opulent and
Bro, I'm gonna go hit up VivoSun then. Yo, you're really about to start making stats.
No.
Fuck this. I didn't think they'd go for it. I thought they'd be like, this asshole, these are marijuana grow tents. He's putting reptiles in them. Now I know it's possible. I'm gonna go get another sponsorship.
fuck yeah, you oughta. Endless possibilities, my man.
I just thought actually VivoSun just released an MVP bowl.
Really?
Yeah, their own line.
What? I didn't see that.
I did.
JDI, what are you doing? There's a lot of movement over there, bro. Oh, you had to get the pivot too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, is that your sponsor right there? Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I wish. I'm still waiting for Tragic to give me a sponsor for a rack system.
Yo, you want to see those ball pythons breed? Pour some fucking Mountain Dew in those water bowls.
I'm all drank no but Mountain Dew. Shit, down here in Tennessee, we all are.
Ah, man, I need some pieds. I don't want to spend pied money.
So here's what you do.
Hets?
My female is a Mojave het pied. Buy a male. That's 400 grams.
Yeah, that was my plan, and then get
Roll
a het.
'em up.
Yeah. I was going to try to find some powerhouse male and then get
Everything's going to be
female
pops.
that's het.
Everything's going to be 100% head after that. And it's what the hell's the difference? I spent a good chunk of change on my female being a het though, but
Oh, I was thinking skipping that process. Start with a 100% het female and get a pied male. At least 50% of your clutch then.
it don't work like that.
Oh, my God.
It don't work like that, bro.
All right, Trevor, cut this part out. Cut the part out where I make myself sound
I
stupid.
had 6 eggs and I got 1 pied. From a pied to a het pairing.
Damn.
Visual pied to a 100% het. And I got
Oh, damn, that's a shame. You're never going to hear it again. I thought it was gonna be worse. I thought he was gonna say like, bro, you don't get visuals from hits to visual. You're dumb. And I'm like, damn.
You do.
Myself.
It's not. The possibility is 50% of your clutch will be visuals, right? But
Yeah.
the odd gods deal with that shit. Nobody else does. So,
Right.
I mean, I've
Black
seen people
Power
do
God.
head-to-head pairings and get 6 or 7 out of 11 eggs.
I was gonna say I saw someone that paired a harbor pythons. I believe it was Riley. I want to say it was Riley. He paired a zebra to a zebra to get the super form, and I think like it was some ridiculous number, like 7 out of the clutch ended up being super zebras.
Here you go.
Yeah, super zebras. I don't know what the
This pastel super stripe Pas Enchi to my sugar, 101 and 132 to hit the pastel super stripe Enchi sugar.
See, you can't think about those fractions because you're just gonna get discouraged.
I did.
I'm just gonna pair mine and be like, come on, Kelly B.
It's all about the odd gods.
Then I'm gonna be pissed when I get like 3 normals.
Oh, if you have a visual, then they're all 100% heifer pie dough.
Oh, I was just talking about the pairing I'm gonna be doing this year.
I got a pretty good deal on ball pythons recently.
What's
You
that?
got a deal or you're given a deal?
I had a good deal and I took it.
Oh, what was it?
Pastel Ghost, Heck Clown, and a Pastel Enchi, Heck Clown, Heck Ghost, $100.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Those deals.
And both males, so I'm looking for a visual clown soon.
Wait till spring.
Yep.
Wait till the
That's-
expos open up.
No, wait till spring, and they've all laid their eggs.
Oh, I see what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll all be done. Yeah, people will be selling.
Yo, Dylan, what's the next expo you're gonna be hitting up?
What's that?
What's the next expo you're gonna be hitting up?
The next, dude, I still didn't get that.
Reptile Expo.
Oh, I might be going to Hamburg in December again.
Is Hamburg? Wait, you're in Mass, so it might be a little closer. How far away is that from you?
6.5, 7 hours.
Oh, okay, so is it worth the drive? Because I thought about it.
Yes and no. It depends on what you're going for.
What should I be going for?
Nothing you can legally own. Huts.
Wait, my building's in New Hampshire. Does that make it a little better?
What's that?
My building's located in New Hampshire.
Can't own huts, man. That's what 90.
Oh yeah, the Hamburg show. Yeah.
So I mean, I go there
England.
just because I have a pretty big group of friends down there, so I just go for fun, you know.
Oh yeah.
It is
So-
it's a fun little show though. It's not too bad.
Do you guys do all of you guys still go to Expo?
Yeah.
Hamburg was my one and only this year.
I haven't been to one. I think I went to the Manchester show in January.
I went to. I've been to all the Minnesota ones so far.
I got fucked, dude. I was gonna hit up. They had the Manchester Expo, the Mass Expo, and White Plains all in 1 month. I was so stoked. I was like, "Here we go, April! Boom! Shut down! Shut down! Shut down! Entire United States of America shut down!"
I was gonna go to the Manchester one that just passed, and I didn't realize they were selling tickets online.
I forgot about it until like that Saturday, and they're like, "Oh, we're sold out." I'm like, "Eh." I don't really know about going to expos right now, just because the whole like the quarantine and social, I feel like it's not going to be the same, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you, just because I went to Hamburg in October, it wasn't too bad. I mean, everyone did their thing; they were in and out. It's just you can't really look around.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't go to an expo to like go in and out, you know. I fuck around for like 4 or 5 hours.
I was lucky because I went in with a vendor pass, so I was there at 6 a.m.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Yeah.
I got hate mail the other day.
Did you really?
I'm
because
waiting.
I made stickers that said this.
Oh my god.
What?
I got hate mail because I wasted my money on stickers because they're going to throw the boxes away.
Yo, why would you throw the box away? Do you know how expensive shipping boxes are?
Right?
I saved everyone except yours. Tragic. Nope. The amount of fucking masking tape you put on that motherfucker. Do I smell it? Oh, I threw it straight out. I was like, this thing. I had to rip the whole thing open.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I did not have any packing tape available, so I was like, all right, I got to use masking tape.
Yeah, I was
but
like, what the
make
fuck is
sure
this?
that these guys get here safely for my boy.
It was a leopard gecko. People are like, oh man, what kind of venomous reptile do you have in there? It's so fucking fat.
Motherfucker, that was a care package, bro.
I had to cut out like 3 minutes of that unboxing because, geez, it's just me cutting tape.
I know. It was amazing. Fucking Dylan, did you see that video?
No, I didn't.
Oh, shame on you.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
hilarious.
I don't watch Dakota's videos. What are you talking about, man?
Bro, why are you not watching
would?
the ads?
Why would I? I'm kidding.
I
Are
watch
you not
your
falling
videos.
for my clickbait? Do I need to clickbait harder?
I
You gotta
partially
click
watched
harder.
one.
No.
You need to pay more for your sponsors on Pornhub.
I don't know what's going on. All my comments are like, every time I post a video now, it's like 14 minutes and 53 seconds as a timestamp. I'm like, the video's 10 minutes long, and then it's like sexyteens.com. I'm like, why? And then I get a bunch of like Asian porn star accounts that are like, I'm so lonely, daddy. I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? This is a Tokay channel. Fuck off.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm dying, man. Fuck. Oh man, now all I see is like your intro playing on like Pornhub or
Oh,
RedTube.
that's an untapped market right there. How many reptile people you think's on Pornhub? Just me handling Tokay with my willy out. I can see my first video.
Man.
Python next to a python.
No, OnlyFans is
JDI, the next big thing.
That ain't happening.
I ain't paid enough for that. Let me see the money first.
Turns out anacondas do like buns.
Stop it.
Oh shit, I'm getting ideas now. I'm gonna
Someone mute Dakota. He's getting too
how many views do you think you need to get affiliated with Pornhub? I want to start making that ad money immediately.
Immediate. We're asking for a sponsorship.
How many people are watching right now?
I've got about 8 now that we started bringing up RedTube, and we went from 2 to 8. So we're on to something. We're on a sensitive topic here.
I mean, let's be honest. People are waiting for my OnlyFans. I know that.
Yes.
However, they're just going to be disappointed, man.
Oh.
You don't want to see this. You don't want to. It's not fun. There's no tattoos under there.
Leave it alone. Dylan, you got any shout outs to make tonight?
None come to mind.
You know, it's like the worst question. Like, you put them on the spot, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Well, fuck you, Dakota. Then what shout outs do you have?
Joe Casterlin, our next guest tomorrow.
Heard it first. Tell us some more about him.
He breeds Argus monitors.
Great intro. Fuck. Anyways, this dude's pretty savvy with some Argus monitors. He breeds them. I don't personally know too much about him. If anybody's into monitors, I highly recommend tuning in, checking them out. It's going to definitely be a big learning curve for a lot of people, including myself. So JDI, do you have a shout out?
You guys like fuck this, I'm out.
Dude's like, fuck, I left 20 minutes ago. Fuck.
Yeah, just my show on Thursday nights called Talking Balls with Got Balls. You know, we're just
Yeah.
BSing and doing about the stuff that we learned and trying to help out the little people that, you know, just trying to help everybody out. We do about a 45-minute, 30 to 45-minute show, and then after that, we answer everybody's questions, or try to answer questions as much as possible. Every one of my 1,356 followers on Facebook and Instagram, I love you guys so much. Thank you. So,
Dang, 1,300?
1,300.
I know, right?
And I have haters.
Yo, same.
Fuckers.
Maya.
I have a whole company that hates me now.
Oh, you know what? I got 1,500. Never mind.
Wait, what do you mean?
You have YouTube, so that don't count. I'm
What's
not
that?
doing YouTube.
Hold on.
Yo, I doubt anyone from YouTube goes on to any of my other stuff. Everyone's like, we don't have Facebook. I was like, what kind of fucking Gen Z shit am I running here?
Hold on. I didn't like. I heard something that Dylan said, but I wasn't quite sure that I picked that up.
Oh, I said I have a whole company that hates me now.
A whole company? What do you mean?
Oh, nerd.
Oh, why?
Really? Really tragic?
Long story short, some shit happened.
Oh, we're like an hour and 40 minutes in this thing. Why did you just share it?
You gotta start writing questions down.
Look, I will tell you, Dylan. I'm telling everybody here too. Dylan is going to be a major part of the tragic, podcast, broadcast, whatever the fuck you want to call this. Amazing dude. He knows his shit. I love this guy. He's amazing. Just like Dakota and JDI. What?
I pretend to know my shit anyways.
Okay. All right. Well, now I'm going to delete them and block.
You know the Latin names of venomous snakes. That's all I need.
That's my credentials.
That's the credentials to being reptile expert, knowing 5 Latin names.
That's savage.
So then I'm out of the picture now.
I'm out of. I don't know. I got gecko, and
I got Python Regis, and that's it.
Bro, all I got is Toke.
What is
That's
the
wrong.
toke?
That's wrong.
Look, it was
That's
just a
the
guess,
easiest
man.
one. That is the easiest one, and you fucked it up.
I named mine
you.
G squared.
Oh.
T squared.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tomorrow, catch us
I'm
live.
working.
Well, fuck you, JD.
Man, I can't be like you and sit on my ass and play with my Savannah monitors all day.
Yeah, for real. This guy goes fucking live on Instagram every 5 minutes. Like,
Right. He's live on
Monitors
Instagram
in a
fucking
tub.
playing with his monitors in a goddamn tub.
And somehow I find time to work 50 hours a week on a full-time job. I don't know. I don't know how I do it. Call me Superman. I don't know. Fuck. But
No, we'll just call you Mr. Heavy Hands.
Mr. Heavy Hands. No, don't go YouTubing that shit. That'll leave people with nightmares and scars for the rest of their life. I don't want that to be spread upon the other haters and people in my life. Anyways, much love to all you guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Guy, Dylan,
Thanks.
Dakota. Like, I really appreciate you guys coming on and kind of sharing some info. I would love to do this more with you guys, and kind of each time. I think for the people and everyone, watching and involved and getting more involved in reptiles and the forums that are attached to this, kind of maybe specifically getting into specific species. I think that would be a huge drive for a lot of individuals that are getting started as well as been into these species for a long time. So much love for you guys. Thank you guys for all tuning in. This is Tragic Reptiles. We are out of here. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
we need like a catchy thing that's like, you know, like